Hi, my name's Paula.
Hello, my name is Nicole Johnson.
Hey, my name is Cy Williams.
I am extrusion supervisor. I've been working at Hedro for about 10 years now. The reason I like working at Hedro is for the challenges and the opportunities to step up. I first started off in packing, and I was able to move myself up within the first 5 years. I believe it's a great place to work at.
I've been working here since 2011. I really like working for this company here. The department I work in here is dye repair. I've been a dye corrector for like maybe 4.5 years. I love it. I love the people. When we work here, we work safe. We work together as a unit.
I work here at Hedro approximately 4 months now. I am the plant machinist. Everybody I work with is fantastic. Total mutual respect with all the employees around here. A lot of people are 45-year employees, so to have a company with that many people that are 20, 30, and 40 years, they have to be doing something right.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
SureCo is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems. With a corporate office in Yankton and 9 service centers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. SureCo's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. When you need to be sure, make it SureCo.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament on KYNT and KYN-TV. This coverage is brought to you by Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, Sherco, the Smith Farm Mutual Insurance, Hedro, First Dakota National Bank, Olson's Pest Technicians, Truxedo, and Yankton Thrive. Now, let's go live to Riverside Field in Yankton.
Well, welcome into Championship Saturday. I'm Tel Tanner here with Braden Butler on KYN-TV. A champion will be crowned today in the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament. 3 teams remain out of everybody in Class A. Braden, we're getting a championship today.
Yeah, one of these 3 teams will be crowned a champion. Harrisburg Gold has already punched their ticket to the official state title winner-take-all game that will happen 30 minutes following this matchup. They don't know who they're going to face, though, and both the teams currently on the field have been across from Harrisburg Gold for arguably the 2 best games of this tournament so far. It's Sioux Falls East, it's Brookings, 2 teams, the 1 seed and the 4 seed, who are looking to punch their ticket to that matchup with Harrisburg Gold and carry that momentum all the way through that to potentially a state title.
And this is game 14 of a 5-day state championship tournament. All of these teams are familiar with each other. They've all played each other at this point. It all started on day 2 when Sioux Falls East defeated Brookings 14-4 in the first matchup of these 3 teams. Right after that, Sioux Falls East and Harrisburg Gold played in a thriller 3-2. Harrisburg Gold took that one. Harrisburg Gold also defeated Brookings the next day. Brookings defeated Harrisburg Gold 12-9 the next day. All 3 of these teams have played each other. All 3 of their losses have come to each other. These are the 3 best teams of the tournament, and it all comes down to them. Sioux Falls East versus Brookings will start at 11 a.m., and as you said, Braden, 30 minutes following, the winner of those 2 will play Harrisburg Gold for the chip. This is going to be a fun day.
All the marbles are getting pushed to the center right now. All the cliches are here. It's time to play some baseball. It's time to crown an American Legion state champion for the state of South Dakota.
And I feel like Mother Nature here in South Dakota was like, yeah, it's Championship Saturday. Let's be a little bit kinder. We've had a heat index north of 100 every single day of this state championship tournament. We've had high 90s for highs. Today, that's not the case. We actually have some really beautiful weather for Championship Saturday. 84 degrees is the high today. It is 73 right at the moment. Barely any wind. It's coming at about 6 miles per hour, coming in from left field toward right as we look at this one. It is going to be a beautiful day for baseball. I cannot wait for this.
Sorry, you go ahead.
You can take it, man.
I was going to say, just thinking about the weather, put it in perspective. I was able to wear jeans today comfortably, getting in here into the booth today. It's been a hot one all week long, and we were able to put on a little bit of the championship red for Saturday, a la Tiger Woods.
In the words of Santana, paraphrased a little bit, man, it's been a hot one.
I hate you.
I know. For those of you that are going to listen to this broadcast, Braden Butler and I, we've known each other a long time, and this will be the first game that we've called in years. We started calling games together when we were at college at the University of South Dakota, now working for KYN-TV together. This is going to be a fun one for the 2 of us.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Going to bring back little memories. We'll probably end up telling stories during the broadcast at some point, but yeah, I believe it was my freshman year of college was the last time we called a game, and to put that in perspective, that was 4 years ago now. So,
it's been 4 years?
It's been 4 years.
Oh, wow. 2019? That's when?
Mm-hmm. Early 2020, spring of 2020.
Wow, right. I can't believe I did that math so fast. 4 years is 2019.
There you go. Proud of you. You actually did math.
I did mathematics. I am proud of myself. Anyways, this is the pregame show from First Dakota National Bank. Great banking is built on trust, and trust takes time. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey, plus a friendly team of professional bankers ready to put you first. Let's go ahead and take a break here on this pregame show. Come back in a couple of minutes. We'll keep things rolling. Sioux Falls East and Brookings, Game 1 of Championship Saturday around the corner.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, the Smith Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hedro Extruded Solutions. Hedro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hedro.com.
We are aluminum.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sherco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sherco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco.
Well, back here on the pregame show from First Dakota National Bank, he's Braden Butler. I'm Tel Tanner here at Riverside Field in Yankton, South Dakota, as we are back in this pregame show once again from First Dakota National Bank, talking about this upcoming matchup here, Sioux Falls East and Brookings. The winner of this one will take on Harrisburg Gold in the state championship game of the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Class A state baseball tournament. This has been a wild tournament starting on Tuesday. 4 games on Tuesday, 4 games Wednesday, 3 Thursday, 2 yesterday, and we're going to have another 2 today. A total of 15 games are going to be played. All of them were right here on KYN TV, and we've got your coverage throughout the day today. So let's go ahead and recap this tournament as we start off with the qualifying round. First off, number 1 Sioux Falls East defeated Sturgis in order to take the 1 seed. Harrisburg Gold defeated Sioux Falls West to take the 2. Yankton got the bye as they were the home team. Number 4 Brookings defeats Huron to take the 4 seed. 3 of those were the final 4 teams, by the way. Yankton fell yesterday in a close one. Rapid City Post 22 defeated Pierre to take the 5 seed. Harrisburg Maroon, one of the 2 upset seeds to get in. They defeated Rapid City Post 320, who was the 6 seed. Harrisburg Maroon, the 11 seed, was able to get into this one as the 8. Renner gets in next. They were the 7 seed, defeating Branham Valley. And Aberdeen, the 2nd upset, defeats number 8 Watertown as the 9 seed to claim the 7 seed. They lost to Harrisburg Gold in the first round. Let's go ahead and go over the state tournament game starting Tuesday now as I turn it over to Braden Butler.
Yeah, looking all the way back to Tuesday, feels like a lifetime ago with how much time we've spent in this booth, Tel. But the first game we saw on KYN TV was number 1 Sioux Falls East taking a 7-2 victory over Harrisburg Maroon. That was followed at 12:30 by a 6-2 victory for Harrisburg Gold over Aberdeen as the top 2 seeds advanced. The higher seed won every game day 1. That continued with a 5-4 victory for number 4 Brookings over number 5 Rapid City Post 22. And day 1 ended with a 7-1 victory for the number 3 host team Yankton Post 12 over Renner Post 307. Day 2 was our first set of eliminations, and Aberdeen and Harrisburg Maroon would be the first 2 teams sent home. Renner sent home Aberdeen 8-2, while Rapid City Post 22 took a 14-4 victory over Maroon to send them home. And the winners bracket on day 2, Sioux Falls East took a game over Brookings. while Harrisburg Gold defeated Yankton 16-4. Moving to Thursday, Brookings took a 13-3 over Renner to send Post 307 packing, while Rapid City Post 22, the defending state champions, were eliminated by Yankton Post 12 6-2. And of course, Harrisburg Gold defeated Sioux Falls East 3-2. It took until Game 3 for the first time a lower seed was able to upset a high seed, and that moved Harrisburg Gold on to yesterday. Day 4 of the tournament, Yankton was the last team that has been eliminated as they were knocked out by Sioux Falls East 8-0, and Brookings kept dancing as they were able to take a 12-9 victory, handing Harrisburg Gold their first loss of the tournament, which is how we got to today. 3 teams remaining. All of them have 1 loss, and all of them have beat a team that beat the team that beat them, if that makes sense. It's been a triangle of wins and losses between these 3 teams. Everyone's got 1 loss, and we're going to figure out who exactly can be the number 1 team in the state for American Legion Baseball. Sioux Falls East and Brookings up first. Winner plays Harrisburg Gold immediately following. All right here on KYN-TV. It's going to be a lot of fun, Tel.
It's going to be a lot of fun for sure. The triangle of wins, I like that. Triangle, it's the strongest shape, so we enjoy that. It's the First Dakota National Bank pregame show as Brayden Butler puts his head in his hands. We're going to have a lot of fun on this broadcast. Sioux Falls East and Brookings around the corner. Let's take another break. Back in a couple of minutes on KYN-TV.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
Tuxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Well, back here in the pregame show from First Dakota National Bank, they got great banking. It's built on trust, and trust takes time. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey, plus a friendly team of professional bankers ready to put you first. I'm Tel Tanner. He's Braden Butler. We'll be keeping you company this beautiful Saturday afternoon in the River City of Yankton, South Dakota. We go over what we're going to be seeing on the field today. Once again, it is Sioux Falls East and Brookings here. Game 1. Winner of this game will take on Harrisburg Gold in a winner-take-all championship game. Every team has one loss. Every game today is an elimination game. One of these two teams that is going to play has to win twice in a row, defeating each other, and then Harrisburg Gold to take it. Harrisburg Gold does have the advantage after being undefeated, the last team to take a loss throughout the tournament. They get the advantage of playing Game 2 only. The home team today will be Sioux Falls East. They are wearing one of the best jerseys I've seen in this tournament. White pants and some purple tops with white, almost snow all around it. It looks really good with white numbers. The Brookings team will have white pants, black jerseys, white numbers with some red trim. Let's go over some of the players to watch, including the pitchers of today's game, as I turn it over to Braden Butler.
And for Sioux Falls East, and I believe that it's a digital camo design, their jersey.
Yeah.
They are very sleek. I like Sioux Falls East, and even with the multiple colors on the jersey themselves, easily recognizable numbers, which we always like as broadcasters.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
And Brookings, simpler, but also very effective for us trying to read numbers on the back of their jerseys.
That's the important thing here is, can we read the jerseys?
I just want my job to be a little easier. That's all. But looking at these starting pitchers today, we'll start with Brookings. Austin Clark will be on the mound getting the start. He's only made one appearance in the playoffs, in the postseason. Did not pitch in the state qualifiers and took until Game 3, that was Thursday night, to get his first action. Only one inning pitched in relief. He didn't allow any runs. He allowed only one hit, and he struck out one and walked one. So we don't have a large sample size on Austin Clark, but he was effective in his one inning earlier in this tournament, and he should be well rested as well, only pitching that one inning and not pitching since Thursday night. Across from him on the mound will be Miles Reese for Sioux Falls East, and he's got 2 appearances already in this postseason. One in the state qualifying matchup, he won, which he led the team to a 3-1 victory in that. Pitched the complete game, allowed only 1 run, 5 hits, struck out 3. And then in the opening matchup of the state tournament against Harrisburg Maroon, took a 7-2 victory for Sioux Falls East. 4 2/3 innings pitched for Reese. No earned runs, 3 hits allowed, 8 strikeouts tallied. Miles Reese had a sensational start on day 1 of this tournament. He's been on that cannot throw list since day 1 due to the amount of pitches he threw, but he is back now. He's ready to go. And that's exactly what you want for a team like Sioux Falls East, the ace of your rotation available on Championship Saturday.
Absolutely. You said it right there. For these two teams, let's talk about the ineligible pitchers of this one. Once again, there are pitch count rules in this tournament. If you pitch over 30 pitches, you have 1 day of rest. 31 to 45 pitches, that is 1 day. 46 to 60 pitches, you have to have 2 days of rest. 61 to 83 days, and 81 plus, you have to have 4 days of rest with a max of 105. So these are the pitchers that are ineligible to take the mound today. For Brookings, it is Lease, Schneider, Miles, and Struck. 4 big names that have done a lot of work for Brookings, especially Nathan Lease, one of their aces who has just been amazing. For Brookings, however, Hershoff will be available, and that is a big name to have out there. Sioux Falls East, Vasgard, Schaefer, and Glovich will all be unavailable today.
And I'm sorry, but Sioux Falls East has the least number of pitchers who are on that ineligible list. Yep. They've managed their arms well. They got their ace on the mound here in Game 1. They got plenty still left in the tank in case they need to throw them out, and that's crucial having a 2-game stretch. We'll see how Brookings is able to manage it. If they pull out Game 1, what arms they have left, as they are already behind the 8 ball, and they have to play 2 games today.
We've got the starting lineups coming up around the corner as we finish up these coverage in a 5-day tournament. It's Championship Saturday on KYN TV. He's Braden Butler. I'm Tel Tanner. Back in a couple of minutes.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sherco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sherco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hedro Extruded Solutions. Hedro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take a leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hedro.com.
We are aluminum.
And we return to Riverside Field here in Yankton, South Dakota. I am Tel Tanner. With Braden Butler here, we are getting ready for what even is this? Game 14 of the Class A State Championship for the South Dakota American Legion. Game 15 will be coming up next. Braden Butler and I, myself, Tel Tanner, will have the call of both games. This is going to be a fun one. We're going to flip them here as we go through this one. Braden and I have known each other a long time. Once again, we call games in college, and this is the first time in like 4 years we've had a broadcast, so we've been looking forward to this one. The lineup cards, we received them, and we're going to take a look at some players to watch now, and we're pretty much in agreement, as we just talked about them in the break, of who we thought were the big key names. So let's just go through them. Braden, take it away.
We'll start with Sioux Falls East as the #1 seed and the home team on the stat sheet. You can't talk about offensive production in this tournament for East without talking about the man who, first pitch he saw in a Sioux Falls East uniform as a leadoff hitter in Game 1, sent it over the left center field fence. That's Jack Smith. He's continued his hot streak. 11 for 24. It's a .458 batting average. He's got a triple in that home run. His only RBI is that home run, being the leadoff hitter, but he's been getting on base, and he's 9 runs scored, the most on the team, exactly what you want from your leadoff guy. And the other one is Sawyer Tolk, who's got 8 for 17 in the playoffs. .471 batting average. He's only got 1 extra base hit, but he's driven in 4 RBIs, most often Jack Smith, once he gets on base at second or third, and Tolk brings him home. 6 runs scored as well. Tolk usually the #2 hitter, so the guys we're talking about, the top 2 hitters in the lineup, they're the table setters, and they can also bring guys around to get home. They're going to be crucial today, setting the table for Sioux Falls East as they want to try to get out to an early lead. And hopefully, in their mind, both these teams want to get out to an early lead and then maybe rest a little bit, trying to save arms, save good pitchers for the next game. We'll see how the strategy shakes out there.
Flip the script over to the other team. Go for it, Braden.
Looking at Brookings, the 2 names we got are Zach Struck and Parker Winghart, the middle infielders today, second and shortstop. We'll start with Winghart at short, 6 for 14, .429 batting average. He's got multiple extra base hits, 2 home runs, 10 RBI, 8 runs scored, 8 walks drawn, and those 8 walks lead the team. Of course you're going to walk him, considering the numbers he's been putting up. 2 home runs, 10 RBI, 8 runs scored. You're better off just not letting him try to get a piece of that baseball. As for Zach Struck, he's got a .500 batting average, 9 for 18 on the year, or in the playoffs. 8 RBI, 9 runs scored, 2 walks drawn, but he's been very good, whether it's unlucky or him crowding the plate, at getting hit by pitches to get free bases. We saw him multiple times over the last 2 days be struck by pitches, pun intended there, and any way you can get on base, I know either he has more preferable ways he'd like to get on base, but any way you can get on base to help your team is important.
And with that, let's go ahead and turn it over to the PA guy here at Riverside Field, Tyler Merriam, as he goes through the starting lineups for both of these 2 teams. He's Braden Butler. I'm Tel Tanner. We'll be back after this.
Third, shortstop, #2, Parker Winghart. The cleanup batter, first baseman, #8, Justin Koppel. Batting 5th, the second baseman, #11, Zach Struck. Batting 6th, the designated hitter, #14, Nathan Lease. Batting 7th, the right fielder, #7, Jack Merritt. Batting 8th, the third baseman, #5, Nolan Miles. Batting 9th, the left fielder, #1, Tate Helmholtz. The starting pitcher, #3, Austin Clark. And the rest of the Bandits with assistant coaches Alec Johnson and Carter Gordon, and the head coach of the Bandits, Carter Roach. At this time, let's meet the batting order for the home team, Sioux Falls Post 15 East. Leading off and playing center field, #8, Jack Smith. Batting second, shortstop, #11, Sawyer Tolk. Batting third, the pitcher, #2, Miles Reese. Batting cleanup, right fielder, #9, Andrew Lovich. Batting fifth, first baseman, #6, Tristan Fitzsimmons. Batting sixth, the left fielder, #4, Dylan Ribbentrop. Batting seventh, third baseman, #3, Tate Schaefer. Batting eighth, second baseman, #1, Lincoln Basgard. And batting ninth, the catcher, #21, Braden Olson. Sioux Falls East assistant coaches are Ian Powell, Brady Christoffels, and Jake Barpilla. coach of East, Dan Hughes. Our 4 umpires for Game 14, behind the plate, John Thayer, and on the bases, Terry Lundeen, Steve Freer, and John Whitcraft. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you all please rise and remove your hats for the performance of our national anthem, to be followed by the reading of the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship. Here to sing our Star-Spangled Banner, Olivia Hunhoff. Before we have the reading of the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship, we have a very special presentation. Dan Sudbeck's love affair with baseball began as a kid in Dimmock, South Dakota. He played teeter ball there and was a member of Parkston's American Legion squad. After serving a 4-year stint in the Air Force, he returned to South Dakota in 1978. And over the past 5 decades, he has been a fixture at high school and amateur sporting events throughout our great state. Dan officiated basketball and football for more than 40 years, earning him the Distinguished Service Award from the South Dakota High School Activities Association in March. But his true passion is baseball. He had a lengthy amateur baseball career playing and even managing his hometown, Dimmock-Ethan. And he has spent the past 20 years on the South Dakota State American Legion Athletic Commission, most of which he has served as chairman. And most recently, Governor Kristi Noem proclaimed yesterday, Friday, July 28th, Dan Sudbeck Day in South Dakota. This is his last State A tournament as a member of the commission, so he is retiring this fall. So please join us in a well-deserved round of applause for Mr. Dan Sudbeck.
Just want to say a couple things. I appreciate everything that the coaches have done for baseball. You're my friends, the umpires, you're my friends. And that's going to be the toughest part about leaving the game, is leaving my friends. So, I don't know what else to say. I had a big day yesterday, and I appreciate everything that everybody has done for me. So, I gave it my best, but it's time for somebody new. I'm going to enjoy my grandkids now, just like you guys are and your parents and that type of stuff. So, thank you very much. I appreciate it all.
Let's hear it for Dan Sudbeck. At this time, we will now have the reciting of the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship by a member of the South Dakota State American Legion Athletic Commission, Piers Elton Bleemaster.
I didn't know the sportsmanship code could be outstaged here. Congratulations, Dan. It's been an honor and a privilege. Guys, this is what we played here for today. To be here on the last day with a chance to win state championship. Fans, we should be proud of everybody here. Congratulations. And I wish everybody the best of luck. Do your best and leave it all on the field today. And remember, this is American Legion Baseball. Represent us well, like you've done. I will keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul. clean mind, and a healthy body. Best of luck.
Well, let's play some baseball, and that is such an honor. Dan Studbeck Day in South Dakota, and as he said it best, now he gets to go enjoy his grandkids. That's amazing.
You know, I think Tyler Merriam was given the rundown of everything he has done, what he has meant to American Legion baseball in the state of South Dakota. We just meant to the state of South Dakota and high school and amateur athletics. He's going to be missed. An honor for him. Christy Nomes declared yesterday Dan Studbeck Day in the state of South Dakota. So one day post Dan Studbeck Day, we get a great day of baseball, and we get some crown a state champion for the American Legion. Congrats to him and everything he's done in his retirement going forward.
Let's get back to Championship Saturday. Let's take a look at these two teams coming up as we go over some of the starting lineups and these players we're going to watch as I turn it over to Braden here in a moment. This on the First Dakota National Bank pregame show. We are just about to get ready. Sioux Falls East, the home team, they will take the mound first. We will look at the Brookings batting order coming up. Take it, Braden.
We'll start with the Sioux Falls East, how they're lining up out in the field. Dylan Rippetrop's going to line up in left. Jack Smith, a guy we talked about heavily in the pregame, will be in center. Right fielder will be Andrew Glovich. Around the horn, inside the diamond, third base, Tate Schaefer. Shortstop, Sawyer Tolk, another guy we've been focusing on here. Lincoln Vasgard at second, got a big win on the mound yesterday. And your first baseman will be Tristan Fitzsimmons. Your battery today for Sioux Falls East, post 15. Catcher, Braden Olson. Pitcher, Miles Reese, the ace of this rotation. It's a solid battery to have. Two guys who've worked well with each other all year. You got your best pitcher on the mound here for game number one.
That's exactly how you want it. Let's flip the script. Go to Brookings, the batting order.
Leading off will be the catcher, Owen Schneider. He'll be followed by Breck Hershoff, the center fielder. Shortstop, Parker Winghart, who we talked about in the pregame, will be batting third. Cleanup hitter, Justin Koffel, batting fourth, will be the first baseman as well. Zach Struck, the second baseman, batting fifth. Nathan Lease will be DHing, batting sixth. Jack Merritt starting out in right field. Hasn't had a lot of action in the postseason, so we'll be talking about him when he comes up to bat. He'll be batting seventh. Eighth will be Nolan Miles, the third baseman. Rounding out the order will be left fielder Tate Helmbolt. And pitching today on the mound for Brookings when it gets out there will be Austin Clark. Usually does start out in the outfield. That's the change that brings in Jack Merritt.
This game today brought to you by Yankton Thrive. There is a thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more info, you can go to yanktonsd.com. As well as DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota. We are ready to get underway in this one. Once again, these are two teams familiar with each other. They met just a couple of days ago on Wednesday of this tournament. Sioux Falls East ended up getting a mercy rule victory over Brookings, 14-4. Brookings trying to flip the script this time around as Owen Schneider will step up to the plate. Field conditions as we get rolling, 75 degrees, mostly sunny skies here in Yankton. High of only 84 today. It is going to be beautiful weather for baseball.
Finally.
Finally! We ain't had one of them yet this summer. First pitch, first shot out to center field, brought into the glove, out in center.
Good read
One
early
out.
There. Excuse me, sorry for stepping on you, but good read early there by Jack Smith, seeing the fly ball out to center field and tracked it well.
Tracked it well for sure. Jack Smith, once again, will be the leadoff hitter for Sioux Falls East here, and two more outs, making plays out in center. First pitch for Hershoff, strike one down the middle, 0-1 count. It's Miles Reese on the mound for Sioux Falls East. Foul ball on the next pitch, early 0-2 hole for Hershoff. The 0-2 outside. Ball one thrown. Breck Hershoff in this tournament, 7 of 23 at the plate, a .304 batting average. 5 RBIs, 11 runs he has scored. Next one goes low and outside as well, in the dirt, 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch from Reese. This one hit out into center. That's going to drop for a base hit. Brought in by the center fielder, Jack Smith, but not before a single. from Breck Hershoff. He'll stand on first base, the first hit of this ball game in the top of the first inning.
Makes him 8 for 24 over the state playoffs. .333 batting average now for Breck Hershoff. This is a guy in the top of the order. They like to get going early for Brookings.
Parker Wingart now up to the plate. This guy had a huge game yesterday. Bottom of the sixth, top of the sixth, hit a home run to tie things up, a solo home run to make it 6-6. And then in the eighth, an RBI triple that made the score 12-9. That was the final score.
When Brookings has needed a big hit, it seems like Wingart is the man who steps into the box and delivers.
It's been big this season, batting third in the lineup, one of their biggest bats. This tournament, he has 5 RBIs, 11 runs scored. Got 1 home run, 7 hits, 23 at-bats. Parker Wingart, 10 RBIs, 8 runs, 2 home runs, 429 batting average. I was looking at the wrong guy.
Yeah, Parker Wingart, I don't think he's going to get too mad at you for saying the wrong numbers, but
those were good numbers.
Those were good numbers, and Winghart's are even better. That just proves how big he's been with the bat in his hand this year.
The 1-2 count. Runner on first base with 1 out in the inning. Foul ball off the bat. Count will remain at 1-2. Two count after another ball delivered.
Winghart's showing a lot of patience in the box right now, waiting for a pitch that he can drive out there.
The 2-2. Wingart, a left-handed batter, throw over to second base. Close play, lost by the shortstop. Was the ball safe? Stolen base here for Breck Hershoff.
That's a good throw by Braden Olson, put it right where it needed to be. Just fumbled out of the glove there at the end by, I believe that was Vasgard out there that was covering second base.
Full count pitch. Thrown out to center field. Smith brings that in for out number 2. Both outs in this inning have been flyouts to center. Smith has brought them both in.
Smith on that play as well started to charge in, thought it was going to drop sooner, but took about 4 steps in and realized it's coming right at him, so he put on the brakes to glove it.
Justin Koffel now coming up to bat. Koffel, the first baseman, has been solid on first base all tournament long.
Solid in the field and at the plate with a .333 batting average and 10 runs scored from the 4 spot.
2 down in the inning, a runner in scoring position. That is Hershoff leading off of second. Got there by a stolen base. Foul ball off the bat, a deep foul ball going into the bullpen for Brookings. Over near the fence.
Can't remember if it was last night or Thursday night, but I remember the longest foul ball I've seen at this park, just a bit to the left of that foul pole down the left field line, and it rolled on the concrete for a while. It went all the way out to the road.
I think that might have been Wingart, actually, that hit that one. Koffel takes strike 2. Swung and missed at it. Miles Reese, good start to this ball game so far. 2 down, 1 hit allowed. 0-2 count here. Down in the count is Koffel. In a spot of trouble is Brookings. Still only top of the first inning. Once again, a 7-inning ball game here on KYN TV. Takes a moment here, steps back in. Right-handed batter is Koffel. Right-handed pitcher is Reese. This one drilled straight into the glove of the third baseman. Throw over to first. That's number 3. 0-0 ball game after the top of the first. We'll go to the bottom for the Sioux Falls East Bats. 0-0 once again. Breck Hershoff left on base after stealing one and hitting a single. This is KYN TV. He's Braden Butler. I'm Tel Tanner. Back in 60 seconds.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Back here in the beautiful River City, and a beautiful day for baseball. 75 degrees and sunny skies overhead. Beautiful baseball weather. Braden, top of the first, we just saw it. Brookings had 4 batters in that one. Fly out to 8, a single, fly out to 8, and a G5.
And it was a good defense. Getting a little bit busy is Jack Smith early on in the outfield, and he continued his busyness as he's going to lead off here for Sioux Falls East. You know, it's this championship Saturday, and these two teams have won state championships recently, both of them back-to-back in the last about 13 years. And coincidentally enough, this is the first time this tournament's been hosted in Yankton since 2011. The team that won it in 2011 is Sioux Falls East. Year after them, it was Brookings. Harrisburg Gold, the other team today that can win a state title, has not ever claimed a Class A state title. They could win their first today.
That they can. First pitch, bottom of the first. Jack Smith at the plate, foul ball, 0-1 count. As you said, Jack Smith going to continue his busyness as he takes his first at-bat. He's out there trying to give him the business, I think, at the plate.
He's been giving the ball the business so far this tournament. 11 for 24 with a home run, an RBI, triple, 9 runs scores, the leadoff hitter, exactly what you want.
That ball high, foul, going to come back, go down in play. Nobody ran quite after that. Everybody thought it was well out. Ended up coming back in play. Will fall for a foul. 0-2 count for Jack Smith. Down in the count.
You got to think the wind usually blowing in from the outfield would have pushed that out of play on most days, but the wind calm right now. It looks like the flag is not even moving.
Next pitch high and inside for Smith. Ducks away from that one. 1-2 count. Austin Clark, once again the man on the mound here for Brookings. Pitching game 1 of Championship Saturday. Game 14 overall. As we get to these later games, game 14 and 15 today, the 3 teams remaining probably have the 3 deepest bullpens. That's just kind of the way these tournaments work. The 2-2. Give it the business, Jack Smith. He's going to first base.
Jack Smith leads off a game with a single. We've seen that what feels like every single game so far this tournament. He's been electric out of the one hole, and Sawyer Tolk, the man stepping up second, has been just as good, if not better, statistically. Great 1-2 punch at the top of the order with Tolk batting .471, 6 RBI, 5 runs scored. 4 RBI, 6 runs scored, 5 walks, been hit by a pitch a few times as well.
This one gets by the catcher. Smith will advance to second off a wild pitch. .1-0 count in the at-bat for Sawyer Tolk. We'll go over his stats in a moment. Tolk, foul ball down the left field line. Tolk batting .471. You said he's good, Braden. You didn't say .471. That's amazing. 6 runs and 4 RBIs. You did say that.
Yes, I did.
I don't listen to every word you say.
I'm sorry, Tal. It happens. It happens.
The 1-1 outside, 2-1 count.
Oh, it happens. Even the best sometimes, you miss a word here. There's a lot of stuff going on. Listen to the chirping of the dugouts. Listen to crack of the bat and everything else. It's a beautiful day for baseball. I'm still loving it out here.
Oh, it's really nice. As another ball comes in, 3-1 count. We will not stop talking about how nice it is. It has been just grueling weather throughout this tournament. Once again, heat index north of 100 every single day. This will be the first time we don't see temperatures over 90.
Knock on wood real quick.
High's only 84, I'd be shocked. walk here. Sawyer Tolk will advance to first.
Exactly what Sioux Falls East wants. Their top two batters on the base paths as the middle part of the order is coming up, especially with Miles Reese, who has been very good at the plate, has a .300 batting average, 10 RBI to lead the team, 3 runs scored, a home run as well. It's exactly who you want to see at the plate right now with 2 runners on.
Reese, the pitcher, ready to take his first pitch. His first at-bat, bottom of the first. Low one outside on the first one. One-0 count. Runners on first and second. Scoring position is Sioux Falls East. No outs so far in the ball game. Another foul ball comes off the bat here. This one from Reese. 1-1 count. One pitch from Clark. This one down the right field line. It'll stay fair. Gets by the first baseman. We're going to see our first run of the ball game as Jack Smith rounds third and touches home plate. RBI single in the books for Miles Reese.
It's now the 11th RBI in this state playoffs for Miles Reese, more than twice as many as the next highest. They got 3 tied with 5 to Sioux Falls East for the second most, with Tristan Fitzsimmons, Andrew Glovich, and Sawyer Mint.
And still with no outs in the inning and runners at the corners, Andrew Glovich steps up to the plate. Brookings in trouble here. Throw over to first base, trying to find Reese, not in time.
Talked about those 3 guys with 5 RBIs being second on the team. Glovich and Fitzsimmons are batting back-to-back here, starting with Glovich. Mint currently on the bench to start this game.
Runner goes, but we got a shot out to center field either way. Diving catch is going to be made by Hershoff. Runner will come in on the RBI sac fly out to center. Sawyer Tolk comes in.
Make that 6 RBI now on the season for Andrew Glovich, as now Sioux Falls East has a 2-0 lead, trying to maintain the momentum they've seemed to build throughout this entire tournament outside of that slip-up against Harrisburg Gold.
It's a good catch from Hershoff out there in center, too, bringing that in for the second out. 2 runs will score here for Sioux Falls East. They're up 2-0 here in the bottom of the first, but it was a good catch either way. 1-0 count. Only 1 runner on base now. It is Reese who remains at first. Swing and miss for Fitzsimmons here. Fitzsimmons, another player who has had a pretty good tournament, batting .333, 5 RBIs and 1 run. 1-1 pitch here. Straight to third, into the glove, throw to second. Got 1, go to first, got 2. Brookings turns a double play to end the inning. This is KYN TV, I'm Tel Tanner. 2-0, Sioux Falls East will lead over Brookings. Let's go ahead and take 60 seconds back for the second after this, and you're home for the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Legion Baseball today from Sherco, a proud supporter of the 2023 South Dakota American Legion at Senior Baseball State Tournament. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. Zach Struck about to step up to the plate, a man who got struck by pitches, I think, 3 times yesterday. We'll go over to Braden and recap the first inning for us.
4 batters came to the plate for Brookings in inning number 1. Only 1 got on base. It was a single from Breck Hershoff.
Well, here we go. First pitch, shot out to right field, and it will be brought into the glove for Sioux Falls East. That's Andrew Glovich out there in right. Sorry to interrupt you, Braden. That's 1 out. Take it away.
Zach Struck didn't want me to talk about the first inning, I guess.
He's like, who cares? We didn't get any runs. Let's get one here, and tries to put one out to right.
Hey, first pitch swinging for Zach Struck. I respect it. But like I was saying, the single for Breck Hershoff was the only base runner in the first 4 Brookings. Owen Schneider and Parker Winghart both flew out to center field, and 5-3 put out ended the inning.
Another shot over to right. This one brought in by Fitzsimmons, the first baseman. Ended up bare hand grabbing that one after it came out of the glove, got on the bag just fast enough.
A pair of first pitch swings in a blink of an eye. There are 2 outs on the board for Brookings that bring Jack Merritt to the plate. And we talked in the pregame, Merritt hasn't got a lot of work in this tournament. It's the product of Austin Clark coming in to pitch for the team. He moves out to right field. Doesn't have a hit yet, does Merritt, but he's been on base multiple times and also has a few runs scored.
And he's got 2 outs, nobody on base. Merritt batting 7th in this rotation.
Looks like he wants to talk to his third base coach about something.
Going over the strategy with a 1-0 count here. Nolan Miles will be on deck. Miles had an interesting day at the plate yesterday. He was the starting pitcher, had a pretty good game for Brookings in the win over Harrisburg Gold. Ended up having 1 RBI, a couple of flyouts, 1 strikeout and a walk as well. Grounder straight to the pitcher. Flip it over to first. 1-2-3 goes Brookings. Sioux Falls East, an incredible defensive inning. Can't do it much better than that. 1 flyout, 2 groundouts. KYN TV, he's Braden Butler. I'm Tel Tanner, back here in 60 seconds for the Brookings Bats.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sherco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sherco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco.
Oh, back here on a KYN TV. This game today brought to you by Dakota Archery, open every night until 8 p.m. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50 in Yankton. Proud to support the 2023 Legion State Tournament. Dylan Rippentrop will be next up to bat.
Rippentrop's got 4 hits in this tournament. 2 of them were extra bases. He scored 4 runs as well and drawn 3 walks.
Strike 1 called on the first pitch. Austin Clark, the man on the mound for Brookings. The 0-1. Foul ball. So Rippentrop down in the count, 0-2 to start his first at-bat of Championship Saturday. Winner of this game will play Harrisburg Gold immediate 30 minutes following the end of this one for the chip. Are you a chip or a ship guy, Braden?
I always love a good chip.
I think it's chip too. Championship.
We're not talking about food. Anyway.
The 1-2.
No, I call it the chip.
Oof. High and inside ball. Rippentrop ducks away from that one. 2-2 count.
Now just slipped out of the hand of Clark there. Almost gave Rippentrop a little bit of chin music. Nothing too sweet about it. So hopefully try to bring it back inside, a little more inside the zone.
And there he is, Pitt. That one was high. As you said, chin music. I think that might have been exactly that. Rippentrop appears to be okay. He's going to take first base and get checked out by the first base coach.
You could tell from Clark's reaction on the mound that was not an intentional thing to come high and tight like that and end up getting maybe off the helmet of Rippentrop. Trying to work the inside part of the zone is Clark, but as we've mentioned all tournament long, sometimes that ball could just get away with you when you're working the inside half.
Yeah, it can. Throw to first, not in time. Rippentrop back on the base. Well, Schaefer will step up now, batting 7th in the lineup. This is the first baseman.
Schaefer's only got one registered hit in the playoffs, so he's been on base multiple times from free bases. He scored a couple runs in that as well.
This one grounded to third, throw to second, got one, trying to turn a double play again, led the man off the bag. He had to jump for it. Schaefer will be safe at first.
Got the first put out, though, and got the lead runner of Rippentrop. This is what you always want. Try to keep runners out of scoring positions. That brings up Lincoln Vasgard.
Schaefer, the third baseman, by the way. Excuse me. And as you said, Vasgard now up to the plate. One down, and we've got a high fly ball out to center field. Hershoff will bring it in, out number 2 of the inning. Schaefer will return to first.
Been a lot of first pitch swinging in the second inning so far between both of these teams. As first one he saw he liked for Vasgard, just got a little too far underneath of it, and it was a fly ball easy to track out in center.
Catcher number 21, Braden Olson.
2 down in the inning. Braden Olson, the 9 batter, now steps up.
Olson has been an on-base machine so far in the playoffs. 8 walks drawn. He scored 4 runs. He's got 4 RBI as well.
Faces a 1-0 count here against Austin Clark. Clark, the last time we saw him, so we got a hit out to right field, going to result in a base hit for Braden Olson. Once again, on-base machine, gets a hit here. Runners will be at the corners. For Clark, once again, last time we saw him was Thursday. Came in as a reliever, pitched 1 inning, had 1 strikeout, 1 walk, only 1 hit allowed. Came in as a closer there. The only action we have seen from him in this tournament.
Looks like we're going to get our second time through the order now for Sioux Falls East as Jack Smith, the leadoff hitter, is going to step back into the dish.
Hit a single in the leadoff at-bat of this ball game. Drills one straight to short here, throw to second, that's one, and there that's all they needed. That'll do it for the top of the second inning, or bottom of the second inning. We go to the third already on KYN TV, a fast-moving first game on Championship Saturday. He's Braden Butler, I'm Tel Tanner. Let's take 60 seconds.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sherco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sherco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. Sherco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sherco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco.
Well, in the break, we took a quick poll of the Fairfield Inn broadcast booth. Yankton's newest and nicest hotel is now open at 21st and Broadway, the Fairfield Inn. We wanted to settle this championship. Do you call it the ship or the chip? And we are 3-2. It's chip. So we have settled it once and for all of you. You are very welcome.
I thought we lost that battle, Tel.
No, it was 3-2 chip. Oh, never mind. We lost.
You need to work on listening, dog.
Hey, man, she looked at me. We had our audio technician, Hope Lesher, over here. I thought she said chip. She looked at me and goes, no, ship. All right.
No, we lost, Tel. We lost.
Well, either way, it's settled, and I guess you and I are wrong, Braden, both of us.
Oh, no, they're wrong.
Despite the numbers, we're right. First out of the inning, Fitzsimmons brings it in over at first. G4 in the books. Vasgard brought that one in. Over at second. That was Nolan Miles. First batter up for Brookings, and he's out. I like the way you think, Braden. We're right, despite the numbers.
I'm right. You guys are wrong.
Next pitch outside. 1-0 count here. This is Miles Reese on the mound once again. Helmbolt takes ball 2.
Showing the patience at the plate that has led to Helmbolt drawing 8 walks in the state playoffs. 5 for 14 with a .357 average when he does swing the bat. 6 RBI, 5 runs scored. Only 1 strikeout.
Good numbers for your ninth batter in the rotation. Owen Schneider will be on deck.
It's almost a pseudo second leadoff hitter at the bottom of the rotation.
Oh, yeah. The best teams have amazing rotations top to bottom, and both of these two teams here have exactly that. The 3-1 pitch now from Reese. Walked him. Tate Helmbolt, as you just said, Braden, 9th walk of this tournament.
9th time that man gets a free pass on a walk. Very disciplined at the plate. And that's a 9-to-1 walk to strikeout ratio over the state playoffs as well. Just further showing his vision.
And here comes Owen Schneider. Flew out to center in his first at-bat. That was the first at-bat of this ball game. Drills this one out to left. It will drop for a base hit. Gets by the left fielder on a one-hop. We might see run scoring here. Nope, they're going to hold him at third. A double hit for Owen Schneider. Helmbolt will stand on third, 90 feet away. Only 1 out in the inning. Brookings, with 2 runners in scoring position, can tie up the ball game with a base hit. Breck Hershoff, who hit a single in the first inning, steps up to the plate.
Looks like in the official scorebook, they're going to rule out a single for Schneider and say that him and Helmbolt both advanced on the error in left field. But either way, good hit.
Grounder to short, throw to third. Fielder's choice here. They are going to tag Schneider, but 1 run will score. Tate Helmbolt will touch home plate. And it's a 1-run ball game. 2-1 the score.
That might be the first time ever in my score sheet I write down a 6-5 fielder's choice out in the field, but smart play out there at short by Tolt, getting the lead runner. Keeping as many players out of scoring position as possible, trying to maintain their now 1-run lead as a run does come across.
2-1 ball game. Sioux Falls East has the lead. Now 1 runner on base here for Brookings and 2 down in the inning. Bring back Parker Wingart, guy who's been swinging the bat really well in this tournament. Once again, hit a home run yesterday to tie it up at 6, and then hit an RBI triple to make it a 12-9 ball game in the 8th. That ended up being the final score. And man, did he tattoo that ball. It's going deep out into right field, back on the warning track, and it hits off the fence He'll round second and go to third. Another triple in the books for Parker Winghart, and it's an RBI. Brookings gets another man home. Hershoff will touch home plate. And Winghart stands on third.
You have to call that man Amazon. He even delivers on the weekends. What a play from Winghart.
The first baseman, number 8, Justin Koffel.
So it's a 2-2 ball game. 2 down. High and inside pitch. 1-0 count. Koffel takes strike one here.
I can see our producer, KYNT Sports Director Bryce Ladwig, looking at me just going, what? When I called Parker Winghart Amazon. Post office doesn't always deliver on the weekends, but Amazon always got you on that overnight delivery, Bryce.
He did swing at that one. Strike two. Tried to check it, not in time. Had to check with the official behind first. But it will go in the books as a 1-2 count now. Reese throws the 1-2 with 2 down. Low. Ball 2. Winghart 90 feet away. Brookings can take the lead with a base hit. Sioux Falls East trying to keep it a tie game. And we're going to have a lead for Brookings. First one of this ball game as Winghart is hit home on a single from Koffel. There's 2 outs in the inning, and now 3 runs have scored here in the third, and we're going to have a mound visit as the head coach for Sioux Falls East comes out to talk with Miles Reese and his infield.
Reese cruised for the first 2 innings. He's been in a bit of a trouble spot here in the third. Gotta wonder if this mound visit is just, hey man, calm down, settle in, remember what you were doing earlier on. Don't let this inning affect you. We need you to go a long way today, try to save as much bullpen arms for a potential game, for a potential state title game against Harrisburg. It has been quite an inning, though, for Brookings at the dish. It all started with Humboldt getting on via a walk, which is what he's done all year long, all postseason long as well. 9 total walks for him. Single from Owen Schneider, and, of course, that big RBI triple from Parker Winghart really turned this game on its ear.
Now we see Zach Struck again. Remind you of his at-bats yesterday. He had 5 of them. They went hit by pitch, hit by pitch, hit by pitch, single, walk.
So 1 for 1 with 5 appearances on the base paths.
Hits this one straight to short. Throw over to second, and that'll do it for the top of the third. Fielder's choice for the shortstop. This is KYN-TV. I'm Tel Tanner. 3-2 the score. Braden Butler and I will have the call of both of these 2 games. Braden will take over play-by-play for Game 2, the chip game. And yes, we said chip. Let's go ahead and take 60 seconds back after this.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
Alrighty, 3-2 is the score of this ball game on KYN-TV. 3 runs for Brookings in the top of the third to take the lead. Sioux Falls East will now step up to bat.
Got a good bat to lead off if they want to start to get this lead back or at least tie this ball game up with Sawyer Tolk at the plate. Came in with a .471 average, second in the tournament in on-base percentage at .600 coming into this game.
What does he do, Braden, as I point at you?
He gets on base.
He gets on base.
Calm down, Billy Bean.
Advances to first here.
It was hit by a pitch there. It caught him, I think, high on the wrist or forearm area. Home plate umpire John Thayer right on top of that. It was close. It was near the knob of the bat as well. We've seen that recently, a ball hit off the knob of the bat.
That was interesting. Second hit by pitch for Austin Clark. He hit Dylan Rippentrop back in the second as well. That was the leadoff batter. So both of the last 2 innings, he has hit the leadoff batter.
Miles Reese at the plate. Last time he stepped up, a run was put on the board for Sioux Falls East as Tolk takes off.
Tolk took off, and they're going to catch him right at second base. Good throw from Schneider behind home plate. Struck makes the tag. So 1 down in the inning as we return to the at-bat here. 2-0 count. So we got a ball belted way out into left field, back on the warning track, trying to get a hold of it as it bounces off the fence. His Helmbolt, he'll throw it back into the shortstop Wingart. A double in the books for Miles Reese.
And that's just baseball right there. Miles Reese with a big shot to left center field, just off the fence for a double. You got to think if things go differently, if Tolk's safe at second or if they don't send him at all, there could be a run scoring on that. So the mental aspect of the game of baseball is so important.
We've had no home runs so far, but 2 different balls have hit the fence. We got a 10-foot fence here at Riverside Field, and another ball out to left. This one a little shorter. Helmbolt will bring it in. Out number 2. That was Glovich flying out to left field.
Glovich, who has hit a home run in this tournament all the way back in the opening game against Harrisburg Maroon. Him and Jack Smith both hit bombs in that one.
Now batting first baseman number 6, Tristan Fitzsimmons.
Fitzsimmons at the plate, grounded out to end the first inning on a 5-4-3 double play.
Hits this one straight to the shortstop. Another fielder's choice. They're going to throw to first. And there is the 3rd out of the inning. Fitzsimmons will ground out to the shortstop. We go to the 4th in a 3-2 ball game. Brookings will lead. It's KYN TV. He's Braden Butler. I'm Tel Tanner, back in 60.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Back here in the River City, 3-2 the score of this ball game. Brookings will lead over Sioux Falls East. Braden, this has been a pretty fun game so far. 2 runs in the bottom of the first for Sioux Falls East to start off this ball game. 3 runs in the top of the third for Brookings. That has been the scoring.
And Brookings is going to want a repeat of that top of last inning. They saw 7 batters come to the plate. Their biggest hit was an RBI triple from Parker Wingart, and of course you said they scored those 3 runs. If they do that again, they can really double up their lead here and double up their score on the board and really put themselves ahead. A good position to try to advance to that winner-take-all game against Harrisburg Gold immediately following this one.
Reese on the mound still for Sioux Falls East. Throws this one inside, gets by the catcher. Three to 2. The score. 1-0 count. Strike 1 taken now. 1-1. Foul ball off the bat here. Nathan Lease. Lease once again, another one of these really big bats for Brookings, batting .500. 8 RBIs, 5 runs. He's had a great tournament.
He's also been walked a few times as well, so he gets on base by any means necessary.
The 1-2 pitch from Reese. Out to right field, Glovich tracking it, moves to his left, and will bring it into the glove. 1 down in the inning. Lease will fly out to right. Jack Merritt, right fielder, the guy we talked about a little bit in the pregame, getting a little more work in this championship game. Coming into bat.
Now with Austin Clark, he's been starting in the outfield for most of this tournament for Brookings, out and right. With him being brought in to pitch, it means Jack Merritt has to slide out there. Still looking for his first hit in the tournament, but doesn't mean he hasn't been effective with a couple runs scored on free bags he's got from walks.
3 runs to be exact. This one down the left field line, it will not stay fair. Good read from Schaefer. Let it go. 1-2 count will continue here for Merritt as he takes that long walk back to home plate. It's got to be nicer to the walk back to home plate today when it's not over 100 degrees.
You got to think about how bad you've been the one that's talked about it a lot so far in this tournament. It's field turf here at Riverside Field, so you got to add about 10 degrees, maybe even more, coming with the heat that radiates off of it.
Only 75 degrees right at the moment here in Yankton. Sunny skies overhead at 11:52 a.m.
75 could feel like 50 after a week of 100.
It's really nice. Hit to short, brought in, throw over to first base, another ground out to the shortstop. Sawyer Tolk has been effective today. Been effective all tournament.
He's been one of the best players, if not the best player out in the field, game in and game out for Sioux Falls East, making plays out in the field at his shortstop position, one of the most important positions out there in the field, and of course at the plate as well. Talked about him at length. There's not much more we can even say about the guy.
He's just that good. 3-2 the score. 2 down in the inning. Grounder straight to second, read well, throw over to first base. Throw is true. A little bit to the left, but an adjustment made by Fitzsimmons. Went down to one knee to grab it, and that is out number 3. 1-2-3 goes Brookings as we go to the bottom of the 4th now on KYN-TV. 3-2 the score of this ball game. Sioux Falls East trails, but their bats coming up in 60 seconds.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton,
For
South
over
Dakota.
100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Bottom of the 4th we go here on KYN-TV, 3-2. Score of the ball game is Dylan Rippentrop will step up to bat for Sioux Falls East, trailing by 1 run. Brookings had a great top of the 3rd, 3 runs in the inning in order to take the lead. Now in the bottom of the 4th.
Second trip to the plate for Dylan Rippentrop today. 0 for 0 in the official score sheet. He was hit by a pitch, got a free base in the 2nd inning to lead that off.
High infield fly, actually not even that high. The catcher able to bring it down off an attempted bunt for Rippentrop.
Brings Tate Schaefer to the dish, who reached on a fielder's choice in the last inning, or in his last at bat, excuse me. That was back in the 2nd inning.
Schaefer, a right-handed batter. third baseman for Sioux Falls East. Takes strike one here. Austin Clark, by the way, that was pitch 37 is what he's thrown today. Grounder to short, throw to first again. The shortstop's getting a lot of work in this first game for both teams. Winghart, the shortstop, brings that one in.
It's a couple studs at shortstop, too. Out in the field and at the plate, Parker Winghart and Sawyer Tolk have been sensational.
Lincoln Vasgard now steps up with 2 down in the inning. Brookings went 1-2-3 in their at-bats in the top of the 4th. Sioux Falls East now in danger of doing exactly that in the bottom. One-0 pitch now. Grounder straight to third, misread, and an infield error will allow a base hit. Vasgard will stand on first. Just an error by Miles, trying to bring that one in over at third. We're on field turf today. Those rubber pellets, sometimes balls take weird bounces.
It's somehow more unpredictable than just having a dirt field sometimes with these rubber pellets, because they can clump up in certain areas of the field. We see before every game and after every game, they try to even those pellets out, but sometimes over the course of a game, they can bunch up again, and might have been what happened there is it took a bounce up near Miles' chest, and he couldn't corral it.
Well, runner on first as a pitch will get by the catcher. And Vasgard will take second base. Olson takes ball one on his first at-bat.
Singled in his first at-bat to bring his playoff stats to 4 for 13 officially.
1-0 pitch for Olson. Got on base his last trip around, hit a single.
I think if he's able to put another one out there somewhere where he can get on first, Vasgard gets a good jump from second, we could be looking at a tie ball game.
Strike one delivered here from Austin Clark. Both pitchers have gone the distance so far as we are 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. Miles Reese and Austin Clark. Clark throws the 2-1. Down the middle, strike 2.
Should make a note, there is someone in the bullpen right now for Sioux Falls East. Doesn't look like he's warming up, just watching right now. Try to get a decent gauge on the number on the back of his jersey to get you a name for it.
The 2-2 pitch. Just got a piece of that one to stay alive in this at-bat. Foul ball.
Shout out to Josh Bolter, a cameraman, saying it looks like number 12 out there would be Sawyer Mint warming up. Like we said, he's not stretching or anything, or maybe just stretching out right now. No high-velocity warm-ups yet for Mint.
Well, Sawyer Mint, we saw him as a closing pitcher in the game against Harrisburg Gold that Sioux Falls East eventually lost 3-2, but he pitched 1 inning, had 1 strikeout, 3 walks. Another foul ball came off the bat of Braden Olson there. 2 down in the inning. Runner on second. Drilled out to third. I thought that was going to get by him for a moment. Thought it was going to thread the needle between third and short, but no. A great catch by Nolan Miles will end the inning. 3-2, the score will stand as we go to the 5th on KYN TV. He's Braden Butler, I'm Tel Tanner. Let's thank a few of our sponsors here. Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When you're ready for a break and looking for a new direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. And Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solutions. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. Go ahead and take 60 seconds back for the 5th.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sureco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sureco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sureco.
Game today from Truxedo. If you're looking to join their production team, visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply. Braden, this has been a fun game so far. 4 innings down as we go to the 5th. 3-2, the score of the ball game.
And all of the scoring is taking place in 2 separate half innings. The bottom of the 1st for Sioux Falls East is where they put up their 2, and the top of the 3rd for Brookings is where they put up their 3. Outside of that, a lot of zeros on the board. Very good pitching and defense so far from both of these teams outside of those trouble spots in the 3rd and 1st innings.
Miles Reese on the mound for Sioux Falls East once again. He has gone the distance so far as we go to the 5th. Give you his pitching statistics here. He's pitched 49 total pitches with 33 strikes. 17 batters he's faced. 4 hits, 3 runs allowed, 1 walk so far.
Still keeping an eye on Sawyer Mint, who is still in the bullpen for Sioux Falls East. Has not began his warm-up yet. Maybe just likes the angle he's watching the game.
Fly out to right field. It is in and out of the glove, over in right. That's going to be a double at least for the leadoff batter of this inning. Tate Helmbolt stands on second.
Looks like Glovich just misjudged it there. Potentially got caught up in the sunlight as he took a few steps in, realized that it was going to go over his head, tried to turn around and make the play, just couldn't get there in time. That's a double to lead off here for Tate Helmbolt, who goes 1 for 1 now on the day with the walk drawn earlier on.
Now we go back to the top of the batting order. We talked about it, how you basically get a second leadoff batter when you have Tate Helmbolt as your 9 batter, and that is exactly what we see once again. Braden, this is one of the best 9 batters in this tournament in Helmbolt.
I know he's been sensational all postseason long. He's now got 6 hits, and he's 6 for 15 officially now with that double. 6 RBI, 5 runs scored, 9 walks drawn, only 1 strikeout as well. Very disciplined.
Very disciplined at the plate. 1-0 count here for Owen Schneider. As royalty walks into the booth, Kurt Dykstra, the general manager of KYN-TV. If you like the coverage here, that's the guy. 2-0 count. Reese on the mound. Another high fly ball over to right field. It's going to stay fair. The second baseman will bring it in. That's Vasgard tracking it down. So 1 down in the inning and a runner off second. That's Helmbolt. Owen Schneider will fly out to second base.
Bringing Breck Hershoff up to the plate. Reached on a fielder's choice in his last at-bat, singled in his first at-bat. He's the culprit behind the first ever 6'5 fielder's choice I've put in my score sheet.
Another high fly ball going near the same spot, and the same man will bring it in for out number 2. Vasgard gets 2 in a row at the second base position.
We've seen Vasgard factor into about 4 putouts so far. Scratch that, make that 5. He's also involved in a 6-4 putout, but a couple ground balls and a couple flyouts now that have gone his way.
Number 1 on the field, number 1 in your heart.
Number 1 defensively right now, too.
Absolutely. That old Dwayne Johnson movie, The Game Plan. I will always remember that.
I believe they're intentionally
yeah, intentional walk here for Parker Winghart. Can't blame him.
First intentional walk I've seen this tournament. And there's probably no one more worthy of that sort of treatment than Winghart right now.
We'll remind you of his numbers. Once again, yesterday he had an RBI single that brought in 2 runs, or that was ended up going 2 bags. He had a home run to tie the game in the 6th at 6 apiece, and then an RBI triple in the 8th ended up making the score 12-9, which was the final score. Today, Parker Winghart has already hit an RBI triple, nailed one off the right field fence, intentionally walked here for good reasons. 0-1 count here in the at-bat for Koffel. He'll drill one up high, over to left field, and it will drop. A base hit for Koffel. They're going to throw to second, and they're going to catch Winghart as he tried to round second and go to third. The third base coach held up his players, wanted them to stay because the left fielder played it very well, got that one in real quick, Winghart didn't realize and rounded second, was going to third, had to get back on the bag, not in time. They'll catch him. 3 outs in the inning, 3-2. The score will stand. The bases would have been loaded there, Braden. A big moment goes to waste for Sioux Falls East, or for Brookings.
Yeah, it's something where you want to try to build your lead heading in here down the home stretch. Very dangerous Sioux Falls East team. It's tight. It's a tight game right now, and that's the last place you want to be.
Let's go ahead and take 60 seconds on this broadcast, brought to you today by Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more info, go to yanktonsd.com. Back in 60 seconds.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Well, we return as the home plate umpire, John Thayer, walks out to hand a ball to the pitcher, and it looks like we're going to change catchers here after that last ball caught the catcher.
I don't know if we'll get a full change. He's
He's
definitely going to take a moment.
Yep, he's taken off the padding. As it looked like he took a ball there. That was a strike. 0-1 count. This is Jack Smith at the plate, who will be batting. Owen Schneider has played catcher for Brookings so far in this one.
He's been there, man, behind the plate for a majority of the games as well. The only times he hasn't really been is when he's been out on the mound. So that's a big piece to potentially lose here. They're giving him plenty of time to recuperate. I don't know if they're going to fully take him out of the game. We would have seen someone start making moves, taking the gear, and putting the gear on to get back out there. But not something you want to see no matter what team you root for, is a guy taking a ball where it seems that he is in quite a bit of pain right now down by their bench.
Yeah, Schneider's still laying down, so let's go ahead and step aside for a moment here on KYN TV. We'll be back with an update after this.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take a leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sureco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sureco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sureco.
Well, Owen Schneider will make his return to home plate. A round of applause from the crowd. Took a low pitch there. Looks like he's okay. And we return to the at-bat. So we'll remind you of the situation now after the extended break. 3-2 is the score. Brookings leads. And Jack Smith is at the plate. Hits one to third, throw to first base. One down in the inning. Jack Smith led off this inning, and he will ground out to third. Bring up Sawyer Tolk now. Tolk was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat, ended up being caught stealing at second.
He's just been getting on base the entire day, as his first at-bat was a walk as well. Still 0 for 0 in the official score sheet, but he's been on the base paths trying to cause some chaos.
A 1 count for Tolk after a foul ball. This is Austin Clark on the mound. The 0-2 pitch. Foul ball. That one just a few feet inside that left field line.
It was a good rip. He got the head of the bat around early, trying to pull that one down the left field line just a little bit too far foul. Would have been a good hit for Tolk, who's had a great tournament, great season, batting out of the number 2 spot for every game we've seen so far, it feels like, in this state tournament.
Next pitch outside again. Once again, Tolk, as you said, he's been having an incredible tournament. 471 batting average. That's just amazing. 1-2. Foul ball again. Stays alive in the at-bat. Tolk, the shortstop, certainly one of the leaders of this team.
Tolk also came into this game with the second highest OBP in the state tournament so far, and that's only gone up with a walk and a hit by pitch.
Checked his swing there. It's ball 2.
OBP was at 600 coming in.
Two-two pitch from Austin Clark now. Another foul ball. 2 in a row for Tolk as he stays alive with a 2-2 count. Another pitch from Clark. This one outside, ball 3. So we got a full count pitch here. Sawyer Tolk was down to the count 1-2. Has battled his way back to a full count. Clark on the mound with 1 down in the inning. Smith grounded out to third. Strike 3 down the middle, dropped by the catcher, throw over to first. They're gonna get Tolk. Two down in the inning. Bring back Miles Reese. He's had a good day so far. An RBI single in the first inning. Ended up being the first run of the ball game. Hit a double in the third. This is his third at bat.
Yeah, 2 for 2, halfway to a cycle. If he gets one of the other parts, we'll actually start thinking about it, but as of right now.
Well, he hits this one up high. Not going to stay fair, but the third baseman will bring it in either way. Nolan Miles went into foul territory to track that one down. 1-2-3 goes Sioux Falls East on KYN-TV. Thank a few of our sponsors here today, like DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota, as well as Sureco, a proud supporter of the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Senior Baseball State Tournament. When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. And finally, Dakota Archery. They're open every night until 8 p.m. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50 in Yankton. Proud to support the 2023 Legion State Tournament. Let's take a couple of seconds here back for the Brookings Bats after this.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
Three to 2, the score of the ball game. Brookings will lead over Sioux Falls East, and their bats are upcoming. Braden, we had a pretty interesting inning just a moment ago, but ended up being 1-2-3 in the scorebook.
Interesting piece of that inning. It was one of the longer 1-2-3 innings you'll see because there was I don't know if it was foul tipped or a straight fastball that seemed to hit off the inner thigh or something of Owen Schneider, and he was in a bit of pain, so he had to take a minute, take 5, recuperate from that from behind the plate before he could come back out there. Everything looked fine though. He was able to finish the inning well.
Zach Struck now at the plate, taking strike 2 here. He's got a 1-2 count to start off this inning. We're in the 6th. This one dropped by the catcher. I think they're going to tag him here. So, yep, strikeout. Always an interesting play when catcher drops strike 3. You never know what's going to happen. Some of them take off. That one right there, he knew he was out, so he just kind of accepted the fate.
It's also sometimes, too, if the batter doesn't realize the catcher drops it, because even the slightest drop, the catcher is going to play it safe.
1-0 count. Strike 1 delivered. This is Nathan Lease up at the plate, the designated hitter here for Brookings. 1-2 count. He'll face for Miles Reese, who has 62 pitches thrown today.
Lease is 0 for 2 so far in today's game. Grounded out to the first baseman and flew out to right field so far.
Foul ball will keep him alive.
There's some actual action in the bullpen now for Sioux Falls East. We talked earlier about Sawyer Mint, who was over there just getting stretched, no real warm-up. I believe that's still him out there. Hard to see the number.
Grounder over to second, throw to first base. Had to lead him off the bag, but he gets the tag. A great play by Tristan Fitzsimmons there. Vasgard had a short little throw, just got a little too comfortable with those short throws sometimes. Floated it up and led Fitzsimmons off the bag. He was able to make the adjustment quick, grab it, and make the tag. Great job by Fitzsimmons there. This one a grounder right past third base, out into left field, and we're going to have a base hit for Jack Merritt.
It's his first hit of the tournament. Not his first time on the base paths, as we've talked about. Getting some playing time out in right field today. Hasn't had much of it from the state qualifiers all through now. Only came in with 6 at-bats listed before today.
Now Nolan Miles, the third baseman who caught that third out of the inning, went into foul territory to bring it in, now up to the plate. Miles pitched yesterday, pitched 5 innings for Brookings in the win over Harrisburg Gold.
His goal right now is to avoid Vasgard at second. He's got a pair of groundouts to him to start this game.
One pitch, throw over to first again. The 1-2. Incoming here from Reese. 1-2 pitch with 2 down. Foul ball back into the net right towards us. You know, I try not to take those personal, the foul balls that come right back that would go into the press box if it weren't for the net.
It's not like they're aiming for you, Tom. They don't know you're up
you
here.
know of.
I don't think they know we're up here.
That's fair. 1-2 count. This one outside. Wild pitch gets by the catcher. Jack Merritt will take second. 2-2 count. I don't know if you remember, I think it was Texas Tech, one of their radio announcers, had one hit straight to his press box. He didn't have a net. Bare hand catches it with one.
Can't remember where it was at the MLB level. I've seen that as well, but it's a common occurrence.
And cameraman Josh Bolter says he would catch one.
He's also telling me it was a Yankees game.
Yeah.
Was it Michael K, Josh?
John Sterling.
John Sterling. All right.
Radio guy.
We got a full
Radio
count
guy,
pitch
not
with
the-
2 down.
not the Yankee Entertainment guy.
This one hit out to right field, and a base hit. It will be Nolan Miles. Hits a double and an RBI. Jack Merritt goes all the way from second to home, and a double for Nolan Miles. Four to 2, Brookings will lead.
It's a clutch time to get your first hit of the game, an RBI double, put your team up 2 runs on the top of inning number 6. Winner of this game will advance to play Harrisburg Gold for the for the state title, excuse me. That will be 30 minutes immediately following this game. So short break for whoever does win this game. Harrisburg Gold gets a chance to ramp up a little bit, warm up. I guess the bright side, if whoever wins this game, you are warm. Fatigue might set in, but
it's not as hot as
it's not as hot
been.
today. So it won't be as bad today as it would have been, say, yesterday if we were doing this same
No.
format.
This will be the first time in this tournament that a team does play in back-to-back games, though. Throughout this entire one since Tuesday, you've had 1 game a day, and that is just kind of how it's worked in this 5-day tournament. Today is the only day we'll see, and only one team will play two games in a row, and it will be for a state championship. That's interesting.
It's interesting to see how they handle it as well, because it's tough out in the field. I know we say 85, it's a lot better than has been. That's still pretty warm,
It's still warm.
especially out there on the turf when it's adding a little more temperature radiating off of it.
We return to action with 2 down. Check swing ball. Once again, one of the best 9 batters in the game, Tate Humboldt at the plate. Owen Schneider will be on deck. Miles, who just hit that RBI double, leads off second. Catcher looked like he was going to try the man at first for a moment, but there was nobody there. Pump faked in that direction and then tries to go to second, just returns the ball to the pitcher.
Trying to fake out the runner like he's a middle linebacker.
Trying to get him to go to third and then maybe catch him in a fielder's choice between them, I guess. Off the bat, straight to the pitcher. That is the 3rd out. Humboldt will ground out to the pitcher. 3 outs in the inning, 4-2 the score. 1 run comes in for Brookings. That is only the 3rd half inning of the game where we got a score. Once again, Sioux Falls East had 2 in the bottom of the 1st. Brookings had 3 in the top of the 3rd. And that's all the scoring we saw until that last run that just came in. 1 run in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th now in a 4-2 ball game. Sioux Falls East, it's becoming crunch time. You got 2 runs to make up. You got 2 half innings to do it. Back in 60 seconds on KYN TV.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Oh, we are back. 4-2, the score of this ball game.
Well, you got to do it for the gram, Tel.
4-2, once again. 1-0 count. This one high infield fly, or going out to center actually. I thought that was shorter. Brought in, Hershoff catches the ball from Golovich.
Just like that, we're getting into a situation where Sioux Falls East is down to potentially the last 5 outs of their season.
That they are. Bring up Fitzsimmons. Solid first baseman out there. He had an RBI sac fly to start this game. Flew out to left, and those are his 2 at-bats. Or excuse me, he hit into a double play. I was looking at Glovich's. He hit into a double play in the first and flew out to the shortstop in his 2 at-bats. Fitzsimmons takes this one inside, 2-0 count. Strike one delivered here. This game brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When you're ready for a break and looking for a new direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. This one hit up high out into left center field. Hershoff will bring it in for the second out of the inning. He's brought in both. Dylan Rippentrop now up to the plate. As you just said a moment ago, now the final 4 outs for Sioux Falls East. It's really becoming crunch time for this team.
We're getting down to brass tacks here in this game. The winner of this obviously advances to move to a game with Harrisburg Gold for the state title. Sioux Falls East, they want to cut that lead at least in half, get 1 run across this inning, and then see where it takes them in the bottom of the 7th for walk-off potential, but you got to get there first.
1-0 count on the first pitch ball from Austin Clark, who has gone the entire way so far. He has only 65 pitches. Two down in the inning. Nobody on base. Another hit out to center field. Hershoff can make it a complete inning, and he does. Brings in all 3, fly out to center for all 3 batters, Glovich, Fitzsimmons, and Rippentrop. Breck Hershoff had a great inning out there in center. And we are down to it. Final 3 outs for Sioux Falls East. The Brookings bats are going to be up next, try and put some cushion room up, and then it's down to the bottom of the 7th. 3 outs away will be Brookings. It's KYN-TV. He's Braden Butler. Until Tanner, back in 60.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Sureco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sureco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sureco.
All right, well, here we go. New pitcher on the mound. And a quick little transition here, as we really didn't have too much change. We just have 2 positions changed. Miles Reese and Sawyer Tolk will just straight up switch positions. So Sawyer Tolk, the shortstop, will now pitch the 7th inning. Miles Reese will move from the mound to short. Those 2 trade.
That's a simple switch, just moving them one place to another, still doing all their jobs out there on the field. We're going to be doing something similar when we go to game 2 here, but there's still a full inning of baseball to be played before we get there.
At least. Last night we had one go to extra innings. It was the bottom of the 8th before Brookings was able to defeat Harrisburg Gold to earn their place in this game. And man, they look like they belong for sure. They have been playing well in this tournament. Outside of the one game they did lose to this Sioux Falls East team. It ended up being a mercy rule game, 14-4. After that, they defeated Renner in a mercy rule of their own, 13-2. They go into the Harrisburg Gold game. They win 12-9. Since the loss they suffered to Sioux Falls East, they have put up a combined 22 runs in 2 games. They have been on one since the loss to this team. And now they're going to be 3 outs away from beating them. Some cushion room they're going to try for here.
I believe they call that a revenge tour, Tell Tanner, and that's exactly what Brookings has been on.
First pitch from Tolk. Strike 1 down the middle. He's facing Owen Schneider, leadoff batter. Led off this ball game, and he'll lead off the 7th. Schneider takes ball 1. He has a double on the books today. He also has 2 flyouts. Strike 2, 1-2 count. Pitch from Tolk. Foul ball. Sawyer Tolk, we've talked about him all game long. He is just one of the best shortstops we've seen in this tournament. He's been batting very well, and now he's trying to finish things up for Sioux Falls East, give his own bats a chance. High fly ball going out to center field. The second baseman's the one who's going to bring it in. Out in center, Vasgard tracked it down. That's 1 for Sioux Falls East. Now, there's 2 situations here for 2 teams, obviously. For Brookings, no matter what, they're 3 outs away. They're just trying to add some cushion room, get some runs on the board, because 2 runs, that's not very safe. No lead is ever safe in baseball, but 2 can be made up.
We've seen 9 run innings so far in this tournament. No lead feels safe.
Another hit out to center. This one will drop perfectly in between the shortstop and the center fielder. Both of them were sprinting trying to get there, and it drops 2 feet away from either of them. Perfect placement on that one from Breck Hershoff.
Parker Winghart stepping up to the plate here for Brookings as well. Was intentionally walked his last at-bat, had an RBI triple before that. We've talked at length about how hot his bat has been this entire tournament, but especially the last couple nights.
Parker Winghart, left-handed batter, in a crucial moment.
He's got plenty of juice in that lefty box as well. 2 home runs already this tournament.
He's been big. Last time he was up, he was intentionally walked.
And believe you me, I've been here for every game in this tournament. That is the only intentional walk we have seen.
There's no one more deserving of it than this man. Not going to walk him this time, though. He's got a 2-0 count. Swing and miss, strike 1.
Sounded like he got a piece of it there, just either too far underneath of it or on top of it.
Just a little one.
It was right into the glove of the catcher.
Throw over to first base, not going to get Hershoff. Winghart takes the 2-1. Swung low for that one. Tried to check his swing at the last moment. Not in time. They checked with the official down the third base line as he's a left-handed batter, and he did. Did swing, so a 2-2 count. Crucial moment. Runner on first. Pitch from Tolk. Drilled out into center field. This will be brought in for out number 2. Jack Smith out in center brings that one down. So Parker Winghart will fly out to center. 4-2. The score will remain. Sioux Falls East needs one more out to get their bats up. For the bottom of the 7th, they need at least 2 runs to make up. Brookings trying to make it more. Justin Koffel, the first baseman, taking pitches here. First strike delivered from Sawyer Tolk.
Now, we haven't seen Tolk so far this tournament, but obviously he's trusted with his arm and on the mound being put into a tense situation like this.
Throw over to first base. Not in time. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, it's going to be the 7, 8, and 9 batters that are up first for Sioux Falls East. Schaefer, Vasgard, and Olson. Two down. Here's the 0-1. Runner's going to go here. Foul ball. Hershoff will return to first.
Trying to get that runner moving here for Brookings. Good contact to the outfield. If the runner's already almost a second and the contact's made, he's got plenty of speed and plenty of room to go all the way home to try to increase this lead.
Oh, 2 count. Koffel in a hole. Takes ball 1, trying to dig himself out of this one. 1-2 count with 2 down. Koffel playing first base for Brookings. Throw over to first. Fitzsimmons. Have that one go out of the glove. Wouldn't have been in time either way. Tolk has a 1-2 count. 2 down. High. 2-2 for Sawyer Tolk in this Sioux Falls East defense. Justin Koffel trying to extend this lead. Drill down the left field line, did not stay fair. About 3 feet from the line.
That was a bouncing ball too, just missing past the third base bag.
2-2, the count will remain after the foul. Koffel was down in an 0-2 hole. Now a 2-2 pitch here from Tolk. Swing and miss, strike 3. There it is. We are 3 outs away, and the runs to make up 2. 4-2 is the score of this ball game. We go to the bottom of the 7th on KYN TV, and just like that, 3 outs away is Brookings. Sioux Falls East, they need 2 runs if they're going to come back in this one. This game from Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solutions. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. And Truxedo, looking for you to join their production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply. Let's take 30 seconds back for the bottom of the 7th after this.
Sherco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sherco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco.
He's Braden Butler, I'm Tel Tanner, and it all comes down to this on KYN TV. 4-2, the score of the ball game. Braden, set the scene. What's happening here, my guy?
We have 2 of the best teams right now in the state trying to battle for a championship game berth against Harrisburg Gold. We have Brookings, who's been on a revenge tour since this same Sioux Falls East team. They currently lead by 2. Mercy ruled them 14-4 earlier in this tournament. Brookings has not lost since. That's why they're still here. Austin Clark on the mound going into his 7th inning of work. They've trusted this man with the ball in his hands for the entire game so far, despite having only 1 inning pitched in this tournament beforehand.
Clark is on pitch number 69 here, and he hits his batter. Schaefer will go to first, and just like that, the tying run will step up to the plate. So Schaefer goes to first. He bats 7th in the lineup. Vasgard, who bats 8th, represents the tying run. He's at the plate.
Braden Olson on deck is the winning run, and he's been very good this season at getting on base. Very good this tournament as well.
First pitch strike down the middle on the breaking ball. Austin Clark, once again, that was only pitch number 70 right there. He's gone the entire way through in a very good day. Only 2 runs for Sioux Falls East. Both of them came in the first inning. Since then, he's been money. Foul ball off the bat here.
Now, Clark on the mound has been very economical with his pitches. It leaves him in great position to finish this game out no matter what happens. As long as he has the faith of his coaching staff and teammates, it's his game, it's his ball on the mound.
Marching him out here for championship Saturday, and he has delivered. He's got 3 more outs to get. Ball 1 thrown here, 1-2 count. And even noted, there is nobody in the bullpen for Brookings. 1-2 count. High pitch. It's ball 2.
Got to think something for Brookings. We mentioned at the start of the game how many pitchers for them are just inactive in this game due to the rules about rest days. So they might not have many arms they can really go to or want to go to with a potential title game on the line.
They needed Austin Clark to come into this game and pitch a full game, and we are in the 7th. We got a full count pitch. Clark has done an amazing job as he battles with Vasgard now. Vasgard, who represents the tying run in a full count pitch. He's got Schaefer leading off of first. Here it is. This one hit out into left center field, and it will drop for a base hit. Schaefer will take third, Vasgard first. Runners are on the corners with no outs. Two big at-bats there. Schaefer was walked to first on a hit by pitch. And Vasgard hits a single out to left. And we've got a pinch runner coming in for Vasgard over on first base. Trying to see who that is. Ryan Hirsch coming into run there. So Hirsch will stand on first. Schaefer on third. Braden Olson at the plate. And he's going to hit this one out into center field, and it will be caught for out number 1. Runner goes from third. That is 1 run that Sioux Falls East needs. They need 2 more outs, does Brookings. Sioux Falls East needs 1 more run. A sac fly to center for Braden Olson. Schaefer is hit home.
It's the exact part of the order you want coming to the plate when a big moment like this is on the line. You're down 1 run. You got the runner at first. The man at the plate saw the first pitch. The first pitch he saw in this state tournament, he sent it over the fence. If he does it again, they win.
Jack Smith nails this one straight out to center field. It's going to be a base hit. And the winning run stands at first base. Jack Smith hits a single. Hirsch will take second.
Smith has been so consistent at the top of the order for Sioux Falls East. Another clutch hit there. Really putting Brookings in danger, giving life to the Sioux Falls East lineup as they're trying to bat through and get this win.
Gonna have a quick mound visit here for Brookings. With only 1 down, Austin Clark has pitched the entire way through. They're gonna talk with him. He's on pitch number 77 was this one. We'll see if they make a change or if they're gonna stick with him. Only 2 outs to get for Brookings. But once again, it's now a 1-run ball game, 4-3. Quick mound visit, and we're back in action. So Clark will keep rolling.
Like I say, they still obviously have options, does Brookings, on the pitching mound. They're trying to save in case they hold on to this game. We know for a fact who it will not be if Austin Clark gets pulled. It would not be Nathan Lease, Owen Schneider, Nolan Miles, or Zach Struck, as they are all ineligible to return to this tournament and throw again due to the rest rules.
Sawyer Tolk The man we've talked about all game long, now at the plate. Shortstop. Pitcher for the 7th inning. And now has a chance to finish this one. Down by 1 is Sioux Falls East. Tying run at second, winning run at first. The 1-0 pitch. Tolk hits it down the left field line. It's foul. Hits the fence off the bullpen for Brookings. One count for Tolk. 1 down. The pitch. Hit straight to third, fielded cleanly. He's going to race to third base and make the tag, or touch the base, does Nolan Miles. That was a good read by Nolan Miles there. On a normal situation like that third baseman would just throw to first, take the easy out. He decided to get that foot race in and keep a man away from standing on third base. A great job by Nolan Miles there. 2 outs.
He also didn't risk a potential mishap on the double play. Getting the lead runner like that, if you try to turn 2, you get the runner at second, you don't get the runner at first, now you got him at the corners. With only 1 down, a lot of things can happen. It's a big moment for Brookings.
Miles Reese hits this one, grounder straight to short. This could be it. Throw to first base, close play, they got him! Brookings has advanced to the championship game! The revenge tour continues.
Who's there for the final out? Parker Winghart at shortstop.
Well, there it is, 4-3 final score. The Sioux Falls East season will come to a close. That was the 1 seed in this tournament, and what a tournament they had. They really did have some incredible games. Starting it off with a 7-2 win over Harrisburg Maroon. They then mercy ruled Brookings 14-4, lost to Harrisburg Gold 3-2, beat Yankton 8-0, and then advanced to this game where they will fall 4-3. Brookings, their tournament continues. Brookings once again defeated Rapid City Post 22, the defending state champion, 5-4 in game 1. They then went and lost to Sioux Falls East 14-4, and that's what started the revenge tour. Brookings defeats Renner 13-2. They defeat Harrisburg Gold 12-9, and now Sioux Falls East 4-3. And Braden, we've got our matchup. The matchup, a rematch from last night, the 12-9 finish that we saw that went into extra innings. You can't ask for anything better. It's Brookings and Harrisburg Gold.
It's going to be so much fun between these two teams. We started talking late there about the revenge tour Brookings has been on. Now we have a revenge tour meeting the revenge game, 2 versus 4. One of these teams will be crowned state champion. We got about a half hour till first pitch of that game. It'll be all right here on KYN TV. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I know both these teams are excited. Brookings has to corral their emotion that they have from just knocking off the top overall seed, continuing their season, making the state title game. They got to bottle that energy and use it to their advantage in game 2. Harrisburg knows that Brookings has momentum coming into this. Coming off of a loss last night to this Brookings team, they got to do something early. This was a great game between these two squads. What a performance from Brookings all tournament long, coming in as a 4 seed, making it to the championship game.
Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here on this post-game show. It's brought to you by Truxedo. Truxedo, if you're looking to join their production team, visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply. We're sitting here in the broadcast booth from the Fairfield Inn. Yankton's newest and nicest hotel is open at 21st and Broadway. Braden, we got to talk about Sioux Falls East for a moment before we go to this championship game. Let's go over these final stats for the number 1 seed whose season just ended. First off, 2 hits and 1 run scored from Jack Smith today. Sawyer Tolk had a run scored. He was the shortstop we talked about all game long. Finished it on the mound as well for the 7th inning. Miles Reese had 2 hits and 1 RBI. Glovich had an RBI. Schaefer had a run, and Vasgard had a hit as well. Go to the pitching stats, Braden Olson also had 1 hit and 1 RBI. Go to the pitching stats. It was Miles Reese on the mound through 6 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout for him in a total of 76 pitches. 51 of those were strikes. Sawyer Tolk came in and threw 17 total pitches, under 30, so that's good news for Brookings. 1 hit allowed and 1 strikeout. That is it. He did not allow a run in the 7th in order to give his bats a chance, but they did come up short in the end. So that will do it for the Sioux Falls East season.
It was a great season for them. Obviously, coming in as the number 1 overall seed, you have to have a stellar season. They played extremely well throughout this tournament. And you know what? You can't. At the end of the day, you came in as the number 1 overall seed. You're hoping for that state title. To get to championship Saturday is an accomplishment in itself. A little bit of a drought here for Sioux Falls East, as they have Sioux Falls Post 15 has 15 combined state titles. I believe 13 of them are from East, but yes, they have 15 combined. I believe 3 of them are from East, 2 of them are from West since they've split, but 15 total combined. So Sioux Falls East, Post 15, whatever you want to call it, have been a sensational program throughout American Legion baseball history in the state of South Dakota. And this is their, they're looking for their first state title since 2011.
For Brookings, yes.
For Brookings, excuse
2012.
me. 2012. No, I was right the first time. Sioux Falls East is what I'm talking about. 2011 was their last state title. They're going to keep searching for that next state title, but they had a great season all around. Great players throughout the year, and we talked about Sawyer Tolkien, Jack Smith, and their sensational runs throughout this tournament, but other guys who really stood out, Miles Reese at the plate and on the mound. Braden Olson behind the plate was a sensational catcher throughout the year. All of those guys deserves credit for their season. Wish them the best of luck in the future and good luck next season, as unfortunately this one has come to an end for Post 15 East.
Well, let's go ahead and flip the script as we preview the next game here. Once again, it is Brookings and Harrisburg Gold, 1 combined state championship between them. Brookings holds it. They had it in 2012, as I just said a moment ago. 2012 was the only time Brookings has ever won. They're looking for their second. Harrisburg Gold never won it. This is the chance. It's KYN TV. I'm Tel Tanner. Final thoughts on this one before we flip the script to pregame for the next game, Braden.
What a game between these two teams. Brookings has to bottle their emotion, continue their revenge tour, so to speak. They got to use that to their advantage coming into this one. Harrisburg Gold knows that Brookings is going to come out with high emotion, high energy. They need to either snuff that flame early or meet it with a fire of their own. So we'll see how it all shakes out in the first inning.
Big shout out, Josh Bolter running camera today, Hope Lesher running audio, Bryce Ladwig, our production manager here overseeing everything. He's Braden Butler. I'm Tel Tanner. That's going to do it for Game 1 of Championship Saturday. We'll be back here in a couple of minutes, and we'll start Game 2 pregame, the championship game. Brookings and Harrisburg Gold up next, right here on KYN TV.
Thank you for watching KYN TV's coverage of the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Be sure to tune in to the next game from Riverside Field.
Hi, my name is Paula.
Hello, my name is Nicole Johnson.
Hey, my name is Cy Williams.
I am extrusion supervisor. I've been working at Hedro for about 10 years now. The reason I like working at Hedro is for the challenges and the opportunities to step up. I first started off in packing, and I was able to move myself up within the first 5 years. I believe it's a great place to work at.
I've been working here since 2011. I really like working for this company here. The department I work in here is dye repair. I've been a dye corrector for like maybe 4.5 years. I love it. I love the people. When we work here, we work safe. We work together as a unit.
I worked here at Hedro approximately 4 months now. I am the plant machinist. Everybody I work with is fantastic. Total mutual respect with all the employees around here. A lot of people are 45-year employees, so to have a company with that many people that are 20, 30, and 40 years, they have to be doing something right.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
SureCo is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems. With a corporate office in Yankton and 9 service centers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. SureCo's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. When you need to be sure, make it SureCo.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.